What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Tyren Johnson Show. My name is Tyren Johnson. In case you're new here, I am a professional basketball player. I currently play in France. If you want to look up the team that I play for, the name of the team is Adia Blois. I'm in my 13th year as a professional basketball player. And I started a podcast called the Tyren Johnson Show, where we talk about numerous topics, but mainly discipline. Mainly, we talk about the mindset that you need to have to take your life to the next level. Today's episode, we're talking about how to have peace, you need war. Now, life is very interesting. And what I realized is that I had to kill parts of me to get where I'm at today. Since I was a kid, I've been a fighter. I've been going through war with myself, with my community, with my family, with the world. And I knew to get to where I wanted to get to, I had to kill a lot of bad habits that I had. I had a bad habit of making excuses. I would blame everyone for everything. I had to kill that. I had a bad habit of spending time around people that didn't see my vision clearly. I had to kill that. I had a bad habit of indulging in things that was just wasting so much time and so much energy. I had to kill that. Those things can range from being on the phone with certain people for no reason, just wasting time, scrolling social media, things like a big one that a lot of guys don't talk about, especially guys that play professionally overseas. But porn, it's a huge time waster, a huge dream killer, goal killer, whatever you want to call it. It's a big one. And I had to get over all of those things. I had to kill those parts of me to get to where I'm at today. Because those things was holding me back. You can go out and say, hey, I'm strong. I'm going to get through this. But at the end of the day, if you don't figure out what's going on with you, if you don't figure out where you lack, you're not going to be able to figure out where you can pick up some slack, right? To know where you're going, you got to know where you're at. So you need to do a deep dive into who you truly are. Think about the things that are holding you back in life. Think about the things that you know if you stop today that you will get to the next level. Think about the things that make you feel guilty after you finish doing them. Just think about it. You'll have a clear answer of what you should be doing and what you should not be doing. But you have to really look at yourself. You have to really feel within yourself, is what I'm doing right now getting me closer to what I ultimately want to be? I'm going to use the examples that I said before. If you having conversations with a person and whenever you get off that phone, you don't have good energy around you, you don't feel like that conversation was positive, you don't feel like you learned something from that person, you don't feel like that person add value to your life, get rid of them. They say there's two types of people that give you energy and people that take away energy. Think about the people that you're talking to. Are they taking away more of your energy or are they giving you energy? If they're giving, those are the type of people that you want around. But if they're taking, those are the type of people that you got to cut out. I talked about something like porn. I dealt with it for years, many years. Today, I still have relapses sometimes. But think about it. Whenever you're in the act of, let's say, masturbating or something like this, bro, just take a second and imagine you had a camera on yourself and look at you in the bed while you're performing whatever you're performing, and there's a camera where you can see what you're doing. Watch how weird you look looking at a computer screen, finding pleasure. And I'm not against masturbating whatsoever. I'm not against porn whatsoever. I'm saying that if it's going to take you away from getting to where you want to get to, you need to stop it. Because whenever you develop a problem like that, every time you're done, you have that guilt, that feeling of guilt, that feeling of a shame. If you have any type of pride about yourself, any type of goals that you're trying to achieve, you're going to have that guilt. It's hard to not have that. If you don't have that, then salute. But for most people that I know, in today's dating market, it's very difficult to find women to deal with, and vice versa. It's very, very difficult for women to find suitable men to date. And with technology today, we have all of these easy accessible things that we can waste time and we can be killing ourselves and we don't even know it. You can be destroying yourself mentally. It's been proven that those activities have very detrimental daily activities. It can really destroy you. And I'm saying get a hold on that. That's a war that you're going to have to go to with yourself. So you got to kill those versions of you to ultimately find peace. And that's what I had to do. That's one of the things that helped me find peace, was acknowledging that I have a problem, looking in the mirror and seeing, bro, you're negative, bro. You have, sometimes you want people to live just like you so that you can get to your goal. Like all of these little things that I had within myself, I had to kill them. I had to accept responsibility. Second point, to find peace, you need war. To find that peace, you need to understand that you have to learn how to be comfortable when you're at war. All right. You can't expect anyone to save you. Nobody is coming to get you. I promise you. When you're at your lowest moments, most of the time, people disappear. When you're at war, you're gonna see some people run. You're gonna see some people fight. You're gonna see some people switch sides. All kinds of things happen when you're at war. But for me, I've been at war since I was about 4 years old. 4 years old, I started playing baseball, and my uncle, he tried to put me with the toddlers, the 5, 6 years old. I wanted to play with the 9 and 10 years old. So I was at war every day. Mind you, I played my first 5 years of baseball left-handed when I really was right-handed. And I played with the 9 and 10 years old as a 4-year-old because I was that determined. You know, I was at war in elementary school. I was at war in junior high school. I was at war in middle school, high school, college. I'm still at war today sometimes. But throughout all of that process, man, getting cut in elementary school, getting cut twice in high school, being on the bench for 3 years in college, it's like I was at war. They were at work. They were playing basketball in college. I was at war with each and every one of them because I didn't want to be friends. I was trying to take their spot. I was trying to take their minutes. I was trying to dominate so that I can get to ultimately where I wanted to be. I was at war. I was in high school. I didn't have a bunch of girlfriends. I didn't have a bunch of friends. Man, I was at war. I would leave school, leave my practice, and I would go home and practice some more. I was at war. I wanted to be the best on the block. I wanted to be the best in the city. I wanted to be the best in the school. I was at war, and nobody was going to come to save me and try to help me. I had to save myself. I was the goofy kid that nobody took serious. So guess what? I had to really show them that I'm really who I think I am. Nobody's going to give you nothing. Matter of fact, people want to take from you as much as possible. You can't settle for that. Not where you're trying to get to, where I'm trying to get you to. You got to go to war. I look at my career and I'm just one of those guys that it just don't come easy to me. I can be successful and I'm still at war. I can win MVPs. That's not rewarded with big opportunities. I can win championships. I don't see no big opportunities coming from that, but I can see guys doing way less than me. Might have averaged 14 points, but was on a losing team. They're getting big opportunities and bigger leagues and bigger money. And I'm just looking at myself like, damn, what's going on? And then I realized, bro, it's always been that way. You've always had to get it out of the mud. You've always had to prove to people that you're better than what you are. Right? You've always had to do this. You've always been at war. So sometimes I would get frustrated with myself because I'd be like, bro, you comfortable here. This where you at. I don't even know how it feels to be on top. I've never played on one of the best teams in the league. I've never played on a team with the most sponsors. I've never had the Nike contracts and stuff like that. I've always beat those guys. I've always proved to those guys that I belong. But those teams never signed me. I've always went to the smaller teams. I've always went to the smaller situations where we got to prove ourselves because I'm cool in that arena. What I'm telling you is, if you want to find peace, you got to learn how to get cool in the fire. And the fire is war. So how do you get cool in the fire? You got to prepare yourself. You got to be prepared to go to war, right? How do you prepare yourself? You stay sharp. You stay focused. You stay disciplined. You create routines. You create systems. You sharpen your skills to the point where when war starts, you ready to go. You got a whole bunch of ammo and you ready to go, right? You see, in war, they got guys that's on the front line. You got guys that are throwing archers. You got the arrows. You got guys that are shooting cannons. You got other guys with the shields. Everybody got different roles because everybody got different skill sets. Getting prepared for war, you should find out what's your dominant skill set. What comes natural to you? And you should sharpen that skill as much as possible. If you're throwing the arrows or you shooting the arrows, you the archers, you should learn about what type of degree are they shooting at? What angles are they shooting at? Do you have to do some upper body workouts? What do you need to do to become the best archer in the game? If you're a shield guy, on the field guy, how do you work your shield? How do you work your sword? You need to sharpen all of those things as much as possible. Because when you're trying to get to where you want to get to, you got to show them who you truly are. And you can't just be good. No. Guys, people like me and you, we can't just be good. We got to be great. We got to be better than good. We don't get these opportunities. Remember, we're not the chosen ones. It don't come easy for us. That's why we got to scream, make them pay everywhere we go, because it don't come easy for us. Nah, if you want to be the guy, if you want to find peace, if you want to make them pay, you cannot afford to be good. You have to separate yourself. You have to dominate. I couldn't be a good college basketball player. I couldn't average 15 points and 7 rebounds. Bro, I had to dominate every category: rebounds, steals, blocks, assists, points, hustle, good attitude. Because I seen guys disrespect my coaches all throughout my college career. I stood up for my coach and he misunderstood me. I hate telling this story, but bro, I was about to get cut. And I'm like, yo, I'm the one that's standing up for you. And we end up getting close after, but I'm like, people like me and you do not get chances. We do not get multiple chances, I shall say. You got one chance and you got to take it. And you cannot be average. Your skill set has to be sharp, sharp, sharp. So you can't leave them with a doubt. So When I wake up in the morning, I got my routines. I got my morning routine. I got my focus work routine. When I'm putting my phone away and I'm focusing on a task, something that I really want to get done, something that's going to move the needle in my basketball career, something that's going to move the needle in my business, right? My focus hours, I focus on these podcasts. I think of the type of content that I want to put out. That's my focus time. That's me sharpening my skills to get where I want to get to. When I'm watching film on all these basketball players, I'm sharpening my skills. When I'm watching film on our last game and what I can do better, I'm sharpening my skills. When I get to practice an hour before, stay an hour after, working on my body, working on my stability, working on prehab. When I'm doing all of these things, recovering, uh, getting my rest, cold showers, all of these things that I'm doing to maintain my career, I'm preparing to go to war once a week. And here's the kicker. There's one thing. Here's the kicker. I'm shooting about 500 to 1,000 shots. I'm only going to get about 7 or 8 in the game. Right? Like I'm shooting thousands of shots all week to get 7 or 8 during the game. One may say, man, how do you do it? Well, my finish line ain't what somebody else tell me is. See, you can have a role, but you can have a role within an organization, but you can have a role within yourself. I know who I am. So at the end of the day, my role might not be to put up 15, 16 shots on this team. But next year, when that opportunity come around, remember I told you guys like me and you, people like me and you, don't get these type of opportunities. So by me maintaining my sharpness, by me maintaining my disciplines, when that opportunity comes, I'm ready. It might not be this year, but it might be next year. See, the thing is, most people can't handle that might. They can't work without any expectations. That's why I say that I'm comfortable at war, because I know how to prepare for war, and I don't even know what the outcome gonna be. A lot of people like to prepare for war when they know they're gonna win. They're not gonna want to go to war when they know there's a chance to lose. I don't care about losing. I don't care about winning. I care about being prepared. Once you're prepared, you can go to war with anybody. With anybody. And then you'll find peace. Right? Then you'll find peace. Because just to go back on that last thing about going to war, preparing for war. So many people focus on the L. You're going to take an L. You're going to lose some wars. You're going to win some wars. But you're going to take more L's than you take W's. Most people. But it's beauty in that. You know how many people can't take losing? It's because they only focus on one side of the L. See, when I hear somebody say, oh, you took an L, cool. They said I lost. I said I learned. I said it was a lesson. You see the difference? You can put that L. L is just the abbreviation for lost. Well, I can change that. I learned. It was a lesson. People don't want to have that conversation. People don't want to accept that losing is okay. I did a whole podcast on it about losing being okay. But instead of focusing on losing, focus on the lesson that you learned in the lost. Then you'll truly find peace. My last point is, what is peace? Right? I'm talking about all this peace. I'm talking about going to war. Then what is peace? In my opinion, peace is when you can look at your life and have a feeling that everything is going exactly how you wanted it to go. Right? I talk to older people all the time. And one of the things they told me about peace was that the thing that made them the most unpeaceful was the regrets. The regrets of not spending time with their family. The regrets of not spending time on their passions. The regret of not traveling. The regret of not enjoying each and every day, because so many people live in the future and in the past, and so many people are missing the most beautiful moments right here in the present, right? So that's peace for me. Peace is how we should be living. Most animals that are not being hunted are at peace. Most people that are not being pressured are at peace. The thing is, you got to make sure that you're trying to find the right peace. Because you see, I thought that me being a professional basketball player would bring me peace. It's my dream. My dream come true. My dreams came through. And I thought, oh, it's peace at the end of that. No, it was no peace. I thought having a bunch of money would bring peace. No. I've made a ton of money playing basketball. And for the lifestyle I live, I'm a minimalist. So you can say I'm pretty rich. No. I've lost a ton of money. Same feeling. It don't bring peace. What I found brings peace is family. Evergreen relationships. Just golden relationships. Purpose. Passions. Hobbies. Nature. That's true peace. Wisdom. That's true peace for me. That's what I found out. That's where your peace is at. As long as you can maintain those things, help, knowing that you're healthy. As long as you can maintain your health, your finances, and your social circle, you should be peaceful. That's what peace is all about. And I'm here to tell you that, especially in America, we run a race where we focus on being the best. We focus on getting the most, keeping up with the Joneses, having the most extravagant things, when the most beautiful things in life is very simple and very basic. Nowadays, we got guys getting surgery to make their chest bigger. We got guys that's flexing on the gram, robbing, stealing, and killing to live up to some type of expectation of what they feel is success. We got guys that's emptying their bank account to take pictures on social media. We got women putting things in their body. I'm not against surgery, so don't come for me. But we got women doing everything in their power to find validation and hide it in the words of saying it's for you. They're doing it for themselves. When we all know the truth is, we all doing it for validation. So it's like, that's no peace in that. You see these people 20, 25 years later down the road, like this was one of the worst decisions they've ever made in their life. You got Black China, a celebrity, I guess. She's trying to take everything out of her body because, bro, you guys were sold a lie, and the lie is perfection. See, peace is when you at peace, everything's perfected. There is no perfection. Everything's perfected, but there is no perfection because you take the losses like you take the wins. Because it's not about the losses and it's not about the wins. It's all about the process. That's the fun part. Figuring it out, going through the ups and downs. That's the peace. For me, peace was family, health, nature, relationships. I'm a man, so brotherhood. I'm still at war with the brotherhood. I'm still looking for 5, 6 guys that, we can just take over the world together. Not necessarily take over the world, but take over our environment together. I'm still searching for that. So I'm at war. So I'm very skeptic of the type of people that I spend my time with, because I only want to hang with men that are actually going to add value to my life. That's going to help raise another generation of men to make sure that we respect our women, take care of our women, lead our women. I don't really hang with women too much besides the childhood friends that I had and my wife's friends. because all the other women that I bring around, they're going to try to be with me. I'm just being honest. So I don't even go down that route, right? And that's peaceful. I wanted a few things in life: to be a professional basketball player. That's peace. I'm that. So I'm peace. I wanted to be a father and raise my own family. I found my wife. That's peace. We're working on the family now. Like, and I wanted to just do my hobbies for the rest of my life. I wake up every day, I make beats every day. That's peace. Like, that's peace. Figuring out who you are is peace. But I'm telling you, to figure out how you're going to get your peace, you have to go through some type of war. And I just told you all of those things so I can help you manage the war better. But some type of way, you still going to have to go through it. I just want you to go through it well equipped and ready to let off clips so that one day you can make them pay and live a truth life. It's Tyren Johnson. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. Leave a like on the YouTube channel. Share it with your friends. Share it with your neighbors. Spread the word. Help me build this community. If you're listening to this on audio, leave a review. Once again, share the links. You can find it at tyronjohnson.com/podcast. Pretty much anywhere there's a podcast available. Yeah, man, a lot of things coming in the woodwork. I'm going to do a whole lot more mindset things. I got some basketball training videos coming, some merchandise coming. We going up. We're going to make them pay. I'm looking for a tribe. I'm looking for members. I'm looking for people, a community of people that want to live their best life, that want to achieve everything they want to achieve, have the mindset to go out and get it. And we're going to share the success stories. That's it, man. Until next time, I'm motivated, but I'm out right now, all right? Peace and love.